Hi, church. We miss you. Bet you weren't expecting to see our faces here this week, but here we are. If you have not met us, my name is Katie Noble, and I've been the director of worship and liturgy at the Oaks for the past several years. This is my husband, Dave. You probably have seen him sprinting up to the drum set, chasing our 3-year-old at the church. How glorious will that be when we can play with drums again? We miss you. We miss you and we love you, and we would give so much to be back in our building with you all. But we're doing the best we can, and we hope you're hanging in there in this weird corona quarantine insanity. We are here with our midweek message to give a little update on our family. It's actually not little, it's a pretty big update on our family. And let me start by saying this is not how we wanted to tell you guys this. So I'm sorry that this is the way it's coming to you, but we do want to update you guys on something that's going on in our lives, in our family's life as well.
Yeah, so most of you, I think, know that I work for an organization called Young Life here in Middletown, and the organization seeks to share Jesus with kids that don't know him. And we've been a part of Young Life for a long, long time, and we have been asked to take a position with Young Life in Licking County, Ohio, which is a little bit east of Columbus. And we have accepted that position, and we will be moving next month to begin fulfilling that role. So, like Katie said, this is not the way that we wanted to tell you guys. A lot of you we have had conversations with about this, but we were really looking forward to having conversations in person and hugging people and sharing this news in a way that would be a little bit less painful, I guess is the word you would use. But it's an opportunity that we prayed fervently about, and people prayed for us over, and it's something that doesn't come without much anguish and prayer and wisdom from other people. We sought a lot of counsel, and we feel like this is where the Lord is leading us and our family, and the opportunity itself is something that felt like it was time to take a little step out of our comfort zone and pursue.
It's not a little step.
Yeah.
It's a giant step.
A large step out of our comfort zone. We've been in Middletown for a long time, and the Lord has been faithful, and He's provided for us in a number of ways, including a great church in the Oaks and the people that go there. So it pains us to leave, but we are eagerly anticipating that the Lord will use this time, not just for us, but for you guys as well, to grow in different ways.
Yeah. Like Dave said, this is not a move because we were unhappy here. It's not a move because we just wanted something different. This is not a whim. In fact, we turned down this job a number of times before we felt like God was sort of like grabbing our faces, like, this is where you're going. And truthfully, like, the number one reason that we didn't want to take it was because of you guys, of leaving, of this, what's happening right now. You guys have been our home and our harbor, our safe place for more than a decade, and thought this was going to be easier because I'm not seeing your faces, but it's not easy to say this. But we do want you guys to know that, like, we're leaving because we are obeying God, not because we didn't want to be around you anymore. And we will be back. Plenty. Our families are still here. You guys are still our family too. So this is not the last time you will ever see our faces. And I'm still going to be leading through our virtual worship services through April. And then we're going to come back when we are allowed to exit our homes again and gather as a church. I'll be back on stage at least once, as long as the band will have me, because this whole thing is just not the way we wanted to end our season. in Middletown. That's actually been, I think, the hardest part of this quarantine is coming to grips with the fact that this is how, the bulk of our time in Middletown is ending. But God is faithful to us, and He is faithful to our church, and He has brought us through hard things before, and we trust He will do it again. With the few minutes that we have left, we just wanted to thank you guys for who you are and what you've been to us. So Dave's going to start.
Yeah. Thank you to members of the Oaks Community Church. I've been a member at the Oaks for over 10 years now, and I actually attended the first ever Oaks service. So it's been formative for me, to say the least, being here in Middletown and being a part of the Oaks. And leaving hurts, and it's not going to be easy, but we are hopeful and eager to see the way that God uses it. Thank you to all the people who serve in childcare and watch our children. Thank you to the people who make coffee so that I can have a decent cup of coffee at least once a week. Thanks to the pastors and the elders who teach on Sundays, and those of you who teach who are not elders. Thank you for the people who pray for our family, and for the people who love us in ways that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
There's so many people that we could thank, and I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, so we're not going to say specific names, I don't think, but Katie might, I don't know. But thank you so much to everybody at the Oaks who has served our family faithfully over the last 6 years since Katie and I have been married, and even before we were married, when we were, but we students, and we attended the Oaks. So thank you.
Yeah, we're so grateful for the ways that you guys have loved us and encouraged us and served alongside us. You guys have been, as I said, a safe place for us as we've walked this road as missionaries in a lot of ways in Middletown through Young Life. It is not an easy life, being in ministry vocationally full time, and so you guys have helped us so much by praying for us and listening to us and supporting us financially. A lot of you guys do that, so thank you for doing that. Even more than that, thank you guys for showing us what the church is supposed to look like. Not just the gathering, but the family, the body of Christ. You guys taught us how to worship, how to commit, how to grow up and be adults. You guys have taught us how to be parents to our boys. And you guys have taught us what it looks like to faithfully follow Jesus. And so as we take this next step, we really are going to be thinking about ways that you guys have been obedient to God and the ways that you guys have showed us what that looks like. And you just taught us so much. And we, like Dave said, we don't even know all of the ways that you've formed us. And I'm sure that as we go somewhere else and find a new place to worship, we will be like, gosh, we miss the Oaks, these ways that these things we've just taken for granted for so long. So, again, like what Dave said, we could go on and on forever about this, but truly you guys are our favorite thing about our life. And so leaving you is painful, doesn't really accurately describe what we're feeling. But again, it's an obedience thing, and we trust that God, the God who is faithful, the God who is good enough to bring us to the Oaks and give us what He's given us through you guys, He's already in Licking County waiting for us. And so we're eager to see what He does. It's hard to believe that it'll be better than this, and it might not be, but He's going to be there. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth. I just need to be done.
So you guys can be praying as this video approaches 10 minutes.
Sorry.
For this transition. It's going to be really complicated, and there's a lot of moving pieces involved. We do have our house under contract. We're selling it to people that we know and love, so we're excited about that. and we're looking for a new home. So please pray for that transition. Pray that we can find a new home. Pray that as this quarantine goes on and we are sort of isolated, that we're still able to transition well and figure out how to do that in a safe way and in an efficient way as well. So also pray that we find a church. We really need a church so that we can have friends and be plugged into the local church body.
I think that's it. You guys are welcome to contact us if you have questions or just want to talk. Again, we're not disappearing after this video, so we can talk again in person, or if you guys want to email me, you can. My Oaks email is knoble, Noble, at theoakscommunitychurch.org. It's a long email. Anyway, we love you guys. We could say it until our faces turn blue, but we'll save you all the time. We love you. We are so grateful for you. We will never stop being grateful for you. Can't wait to see you again. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Mwah. We love you so much. Bye.